Hello guys, I'm Jeviso Oj Official. Welcome back to GOO Computer Tutorials. In this video, we are going to discuss about the structure of C++ program. As you see on this playlist, it's all about C++ Pro tips or techniques in order to understand and to be aware of how C++ program works. You need to know some tips or techniques that's used by professional programmers. So without spending much more time, as you see, we're going to use a dev C++. There are different many software applications that you can use when you are dealing with C++ program, like this one, dev C++. There are what you call CodeBlock. There are another one called Visual Studio. So there are different software applications you can use. When you want to know more about those applications, please let me know in the comment section so that I can create a lesson about software applications that you can use to develop a C++ project. Without spending much more time, let us delete all of this and start from scratch so that we can be able to understand how this structure of C++ works. Right? First of all, we start with this hash, then include iostream, like this one. Then using namespace ctd. Don't worry, I'm gonna explain to you every statement here. So keep watching this video until the end. You will be able to understand how this structure of C++ works and structured. So here we need to create a main function, int main function. Then we need to open our main function, and here is where we develop our program. Let us like body. This is the body of our program, and then our function will end with return zero, like this one. In this lesson, we are going to understand how this structure of C++ works and how it works together, and to understand the meaning of its statement in this structure of C++, right? So what you need to do, if you are new here, please keep subscribe, like this video, and share it to your colleagues. And please don't miss tap on that bell in order to be updated whenever we upload a new lesson, right? And if you have any question about C++ program, please ask me in the comment section. I will reply you as soon as possible. Let us start with this first statement, which is hash include iostream. This hash include it search for this iostream file to insert it into your program so that you can use input and output stream. Right? So remember that this IO stands for input output stream. So the main purpose of this hash include is to include or to insert input output stream file in your program so that you can either use input or output. You can insert and display or print, right? So let us go on this second statement called using namespace ctd. This namespace is feature in C++ used to ensure that identifiers do not overlap, right? Due to naming conflict. When you are developing a C++ program, we need to create a variable, right? Or what you call identifiers. When you say identifiers is the name that will give either class. When you are dealing with class, you need class name, either variables, either functions, and so on and so forth. So this namespace is a feature in C++ That's used to ensure that there is no overlap in the variable naming conflict, right? So each namespace, such as ctd, this ctd stand for standard, right? This ctd stand for standard. So here each namespace, such as ctd or standard, define a scope in which identifier array placed, right? It's like to specify where our variable or identifier is placed. Then this eliminates need to use operator called scope resolution. To mean that whenever we don't use using namespace ctd, in that case we need to use scope resolution, right? If you need to know more about scope resolution operator, tell me in the comment section so that also I can create a lesson, teach about it, right? So without spending much more time, let us continue with this statement number 3, which is int main function, right? This is what we call main function. A C++ program has one main function. So the way of defining the function, it's what we call data type, a function name, and parameters if any. C++ program consists of one or more functions, of course. This is called the main function in C++ because it executes first regardless on location of its in the source code, right? Without depending on where this function is located, when we are comparing or running our program, this function it executes firstly, right? So this is what we call the main function, right? Do you understand why you call this function main? This function is called main function because it executes firstly regardless on the location of it in the source code. Do you know what we call source code? Yeah, it's so big problem, but please, if you need to know it, please also let me know in the comment section, and I can also generate a lesson about what you call a source code in order to understand it. So let us proceed with this one. Looks like this. As you see, this is what you call a comment, right? This one is what you call a comment. Is used to provide more explanation about a program. But what you need to know here, any statement written in a comment cannot compiled or executed by a programmer. The main purpose is to provide more details or more information about a program. And then last one is this return 0 statement. This return 0 statement, when we return a statement, use it at the end of the function, the value 0 is returned to operating system to indicate that the program has terminated successfully, right? The main purpose of this return 0 is to show that, or to instruct the operating system that the program is terminated successfully, right? So I think everything is clear now. If you have any question or idea, please let me know in the comment section. And if you are new here, please don't miss subscribe, like this video, and share it to your colleagues so that they can get full access and are able to run different C++ tips that can help them to develop their skills about a C++ program. So in order to understand it well, here we can just now generate like a C++ program to print statement hello world, right? We can just write a C++ program to generate or to print hello world statement, like this one, hello world statement. So what we do is just here to insert what you call a celt statement, like this one. Let us delete this one and write celt statement, then hello world. You see this one. This celt stands for console out. Console out is the main purpose of this console out is to print out statement on screen, right? The main purpose or main role is to display the statement on screen. And then here, each statement should be written in the double quotes, as you see here, and each C++ statement must end with semicolon, this one, right? So here, once I'll make a compilation to check for errors, let us call it intro.cpp, then save it. Yeah, we need to check for errors. You see there is no error. Now we can run our program to check for an output. Once we run it, as you see, this is our output, hello world, right? As we already said. And as I told you, this above hello world cannot display it because it's ignored by compiler when it's compiling our program, right? So this is the end of today's lesson. Please let me remind you to make subscribe, like this video, and share it to your colleagues so that they can get full access to our amazing lessons. And please, if you have any question or idea, don't hesitate yourself, let me know in the comment section. So see you soon.